Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji, for that very, very beautiful recitation of the Bhagavad Gita and the beautiful chanting of the Mahamantra. Thank you. Vancha kalpatarubhascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam bhavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. All glories to all the assembled devotees. Thank you all so much for joining us and giving us your most valuable association. This is Preeti Vilasni Dasi from Atlanta, Georgia. May I know who all have joined today's call? Please introduce yourselves.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandat Pranams all devotees. Jai Srila Prabhupada, Sumi from Chennai, India. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Sumi Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. Jai Srila Prabhupada, we are so grateful for your association, whether it is Chennai or it is the Bay Area or it is in the East Coast, wherever it is, you're always there with us. Thank you so much for joining us and giving us your valuable association. Hare Krishna. Anyone else would like to introduce themselves today?
Hare Krishna, Iti Preeti Mataji, Dandat Pranam to you and all Vaishnava. Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev Ki Jai, Vrinda.
Hare Krishna, Vrinda Gopika Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to your relentless services. Thank you for doing so many services in both in Bhakti Sangha and in the congregation. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Anyone else wants to introduce themselves?
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Sunil from India, Hyderabad.
Hari Bol Sunil Prabhu, thank you so much for joining us and being a very, very active participant on this Sangha. We are so thankful to have you on the call. Welcome to the call, Prabhu. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Uma from Portland, Oregon.
Hari Bol, Uma Mataji. Welcome to the conference call. Thank you so much for your very beautiful recitation of Bhagavad Gita and your beautiful chanting. Wow. You were on speaker and my mother was commenting, who's that who's chanting so beautifully? So thank you so much for your very lovely chant.
Hare Krishna. Thank you for giving the opportunity, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, Guru Maharajas and all the assembled Vaishnavas. This is Kirtida Sundari, and thank you, Mataji, for the very beautiful recitation.
Sundari Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji. We are so looking forward to hearing your class today. It's been about 2 weeks, I think, and that is a very big break for us. It's a very big break. So we are so happy you're back, and the energy in the Sangha is back. Thank you back. Thank you again. Anyone else wants to introduce themselves? Otherwise, I will go ahead and read Prabhupada's quote and we will get started. Today is November 24th. Prabhupada. Okay, so I'll start the recording if we don't have any other introductions. Hare Krishna. I welcome everyone to Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call. Thank you all so much for joining us and giving us your most valuable association. Today we are very, very honored to have our own Kirtida Sundari Mataji to be speaking from Sri Caitanya Bhagavata Antya khanda, chapter 4, verses 29 to 47. So before we go ahead with Mataji's class, I would like to read Srila Prabhupada's quote for today. It is 24th November. To the sincere devotee, this ocean of Maya is easily crossed by the cool breeze of Krishna's grace. This is our business, to submit to Krishna's desire to have us back with him in the eternal sky of Krishna Loka. This was spoken by His Divine Grace in a letter to Shyama Sundar on November 24th, 1968. Thank you all so much again for giving us your most valuable association. And I would like to hand over the call to our esteemed speaker, Her Grace Kirtida Sundari Mataji. Mataji, you can now take over. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dhanvat Pranams. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Dhanvat Pranams to each and every one of you. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity to speak on Chaitanya Bhagavat. And thank you, dear devotees, for joining us in this session. Really grateful to each and every one of you. So we'll get started with the prayers and then we'll go ahead. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपदां सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेशा गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। पंचतत्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। गुरुवे गौरचंद्राय राधिकाय तदालय कृष्णाय कृष्ण भक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। आनंद लीलामय विग्रहाय हेमाभदिव्यच्छविसुन्दराय तस्मै महाप्रेम रसप्रदाय चैतन्य चंद्राय नमो नमस्ते। Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste. Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste. Ajanulambita kanakavadhatau Sankirtanekapitaro Kamalayatakshav Vishwambharau Yugavarau Dvijavarau Yugadharmapalo Vande Jagatpriyakarau Karuणावतारौ Jayati Jayati Deva Krishna Chaitanya Chandro Jayati Jayati Kirti Stasya Nitya Pavitra Jayati Jayati Bhrityas Tasya Vishveshwamurtir Jayati Jayati Nrityam Tasya Sarva Priyanam Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langayate girim Yat kripatam ham vande Shri Guru Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Krishna Chaitanya to each and every one of you. And I bow down to each and every one of you so that I can speak. Please shower your blessings, your prayers, so that I can speak something relevant to this subject matter. And today's verses will be simply glorifying the beauty of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So there is nothing much to explain, but I'll be simply reading the verses. But even for reading the verses in the right mood, in the right context, I need blessings from each and every one of you. Vancha kalpatarupyascha kripa sindhu vayevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. So today's verses will be simply the verses to be relished, nothing much to explain. So we will be reading Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur's Bengali verses in glorification in the beauty of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And along with that, we'll be reading the translation by His Divine Grace, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, and request each and every one of you to simply relish the verses today, because today's verses will be simply glorifying the beauty of Srimad Mahaprabhu. So let's get started. To build up the context, we are in the section of Sri Caitanya Bhagavata Antya khanda, and we are in chapter number 4, which is entitled Description of Sri Achyutananda's Pastimes. Who is Achyutananda? Achyutananda is the youngest son of Sri Advaitacharya and the worship of Sri Madhavendra Puri. So these are the two things that will be discussed in this chapter. But right now we are in the start of the chapter where it is being described that Mahaprabhu, after meeting everybody in Jagannath Puri, he decided to go to Mathura. So he departed for Mathura along with his devotees, and while going to Mathura, he took the bath along with the side of the Ganges. And he was bathing, he was drinking the waters of Ganges, and he was very happy. While crossing, one day he halted, and there was a village on the bank of River Ganga, and that village was known as Ramakeli. So it's still in Gauda Desh. It's a capital of Gauda rather, and this is known as Ramakeli. So remember, this Ramakeli is the same place where Srila Sanatan Goswami and Srila Rupa Goswami, when they were Dabir Khas and Sarkar Malik, at that time, and they were working under Nawab Hussain Shah. At that time, they first met Mahaprabhu, and with a blade of grass in their mouth, they bowed down to Srimad Mahaprabhu, and Srimad Mahaprabhu at that time told them that you have come in this material world for some specific purpose, and at that time he told Sanatan Goswami to join him. So Rupa Goswami actually first joined Sriman Mahaprabhu and met Mahaprabhu at the Shashwamedh Ghat. And later, Sri Sanatan Goswami also escaped from the prison house and straight away went to Varanasi at the house of Tapan Mishra and Chandrasekhar Acharya, where Mahaprabhu stayed there. For 2-3 months he was there, and Sanatan Goswami met Mahaprabhu over there. So that was just a context. Anyways, Mahaprabhu came to Ramkeli, and there he stayed for 4 to 5 days. But he didn't tell anybody that he is there. So nobody has this clue that Mahaprabhu has come to Ramakeli. But Vrindavan Das Thakur writes that how is it possible for the sun to hide? You cannot hide the sun. It's impossible to hide the sun. Of course, the sun's effulgence is great. Apana lokaite Krishna nana yatna kare. Tathapi Tara Bhakta Janiya Tahare. No matter how much the Supreme Lord may try to hide himself from his devotees, but the devotees are so pure enough that they know that who is Mahaprabhu and where he is hiding. So they all came to know about Mahaprabhu's visit and Mahaprabhu's arrival in Ramakeli. And all of them came joyfully to meet Sriman Mahaprabhu. Vrindavan Das Thakur says that everyone, including the women, children, old people, pious people, sinners, whosoever were there, they joyfully came to see the Lord. The Lord was also very happy to meet everyone, and finally he instructed everyone to chant Krishna's holy name. He performed very wonderful kirtan, and he encouraged everybody to chant Krishna's name. And while performing kirtan, even Mahaprabhu went in ecstasy. He was crying out, he was trembling, he was shedding tears, and even his hairs of the body stood on end, and repeatedly he was falling on the ground. So people were very happy to meet Mahaprabhu. They offered their obeisances. And with great enthusiasm, Mahaprabhu was instructing just one thing: to chant Krishna's name with great enthusiasm. Even the Yavana soldiers, the soldiers of Nawab Hussain Shah, they also were chanting the name of Hari. That was the power with which Mahaprabhu was enthusing everybody to chant Krishna's name, that even the Yavana soldiers were also chanting the name of Hari. They were offering their obeisances, though they were offering obeisances from a distance, but they were also offering obeisances to Sriman Mahaprabhu. And so then what happened? So we all know that at that time, Nawab Hussain Shah was the ruler, and he was very cruel. He was a very cruel king. And but people were also very afraid of him. But when Sriman Mahaprabhu came, at that time when Mahaprabhu was enthusing everybody to chant Krishna's name, Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur explained that the power of the holy name, and that too coming out from the lotus mouth of Sriman Mahaprabhu, was giving abhay, was giving fearlessness to all the people. That no one was afraid of at that time, afraid of king, that what will he say, what atrocities he will throw upon them. They were least bothered. So that is the power of the holy name. Bhaja Ure Man Srimandanandan Abhay Charanaravidare. So when we chant Krishna's holy name, and that too in the association of Sriman Mahaprabhu is none other than Radha and Krishna himself, then definitely abhayam is granted, that fearlessness is granted. So nobody was fearful of that Yavana king, and everybody was chanting. They simply forgot their lamentation, their distress, or what problems they were facing under his rule. They all forgot. They even forgot their household duties, Sri Vrindavan Das Thakur explains. They forgot their household duties, and fearlessly they were chanting the name of Hari. At that time, one of the local constable, they came. So he came, and then when he saw everything, he went back to the king, Nawab Hussain Shah, And he told the king that a sannyasi has come to the village of Ramakeli, and all the villagers, they are in his association, and they all are performing wonderful kirtan. So Nawab Hussain Shah asked, how many of them have joined? And he said, it's a great number. I don't even know how many of them have joined him. Then the king was very inquisitive. He said, oh, really? I really want to know about that sannyasi. Tell me something about his sannyasi. What does he eat? What is his name? How does he look like? So even Nawab Hussain Shah became curious to know about that sannyasi. And he said, the soldier, the constable, he replied that I have never heard of such a personality ever before. This is the first time I'm seeing such a personality. And that sannyasi is so beautiful that he cannot be compared even to Kamadev. So even the Cupid is Cupid, the beauty of the Cupid also fails in front of Sriman Mahaprabhu, in front of that sannyasi. So this way, now our verses that I'll share my screen, these verses are the description of Sriman Mahaprabhu from the mouth of that Yavana soldier who is describing the beauty of Sriman Mahaprabhu. So this is verse number 29. So he said, I have never heard of or seen such a personality. And the sannyasi's body is so beautiful that it cannot be compared with that of even Cupid. Kamadeva samahena napari balite. So even the Kamadev's beauty fails in front of Sriman Mahaprabhu's beauty. So how he's describing the beauty of Sriman Mahaprabhu. Let's see. So even though he is a Yavana soldier, he is the constable that is serving Nawab Hussain Shah. But how beautifully he describes. Let's all envision it. These are the wonderful verses that we can simply relish the beauty of Sriman Mahaprabhu. जीनिया कनक कांति प्रकांड शरीरा आजानु लंबित भुजौ नाभि सुगभीरा. Jiniya Kanaka Kanti, his effulgence, his bodily complexion is like a Kanaka, is like kind of a gold. Prakand Sharira, and his Sharir is also means his body is very prakand, very large enough. Ajanu Lambita Bhuja means his arms, his bhuja, they are very, very long. And long, such a long that ajanu, it was extending down the knees. So when Mahaprabhu was standing, normally when we stand, our hands doesn't go beyond the knees, don't even touch the knees. But Mahaprabhu's hands were such that they were going beyond the knees. Ajanu lambita bhujav. And his nabhi is so gabhira. Gabhira means deep. But so Gabhira means very, very deep. So his nabhi, his navel is very, very deep. So this is how he is describing. Jiniya Kanaka Khanti Prakanda Sharira Ajanu Lambita Bhujau Nabhi Sugabhira. His effulgence defeats the effulgence of gold. His body is large, his arms reach to his knees, and his navel is very deep. Simhagriva Gajaskanda Kamalanayana Koti Chandra Se Mukhera Nakari Samana. Simhagriva, his neck, Griva means the neck. His neck is like that of a lion. Gajaskandha, and his shoulders are like that of an elephant. Kamalanayana, and his eyes are like a lotus flower. Koti Chandra Se Mukhera Nakare Samana. And his face cannot be compared with millions of moons. So millions of moon also, the beauty of the millions of moon fail in front of the face, the lotus-like face of Sriman Mahaprabhu. So his neck is like that of a lion, his shoulders are like that of an elephant, and his eyes resemble lotus flowers. His face cannot be compared with millions of moons. Even in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami also describes the beauty of Mahaprabhu's neck and the shoulders. He says that Mahaprabhu is simply like a lion. He is golden in complexion, like lion. He has a broad chest like that of a lion and very thin waist like that of a lion. So his chest is broad, his waist is very thin, and his color complexion is also like that of a lion, and his neck is also of that of a lion. Simha Grivas Gajaskanda Kamalanayana. But here, Vrindavan Das Thakur says that his shoulders are like that of an elephant, means very broad shoulders, but very thin waist. Suranga adhara mukta jiniya dashana kama sharashana yena bhrigu bhangi patana. Suranga adhara. Adhara means his lips, his lotus lips. They are like suranga, like pinkish, reddish color. Mukta jiniya dashana, and his dashana means his teeth. Teeth are so beautifully arranged that it defeats the beauty of the line of pearls. So if you line the pearls together, even that beauty is defeated in front of Mahaprabhu's teeth. That's how beautiful Mahaprabhu's teeth are. Kama sarshana yena bhrigu bhangi patana. And kama means Cupid, and bruhu bhangi means his bruhu, his eyebrows. So his eyebrows are like the Cupid's bow. So Cupid has a bow and arrow. So his eyebrows are like the bow of the Cupids. That's how beautifully shaped his eyebrows are. Prabhupada, Saraswati Thakur, he writes, the word suranga means reddish. So suranga adhara, his lips are like reddish, pinkish. The phrase Bhrigu Bhangi Patana is explained as follows. The word Bhangi means picture. His two eyebrows, that is Bhrudvaya, the two eyebrows, were shaped like a bow, and his nose resembled a place to rest the bow. Where the bow is rest. It means his nose has resembled an arrow, nose is like an arrow that is placed on that bow. This is the way that the Lord's eyebrows were portrayed, were pictured. Sundara supina vakshe lepita chandana mahakatita te shobhe aruna vasana. Sundara supina vakshe. Vaksha means his chest. His chest is very, very beautiful, and it is anointed with sandalwood paste. Lepita chandana. So his chest was anointed with sandalwood paste. Mahakati tate shobha aruna vasana. And his waist is adorned with saffron cloth. Aruna. Aruna refers to the color of the sky when the sun is just risen. Not exactly, even the first ray of the sun when comes out, the entire sky is Aruna color. That is known as Arunodaya, means Arunodaya. So that is the reddish orangish color. So that is the color of the cloth that Mahaprabhu was wearing, because he was in a sannyasi, he was a renunciant. So he was wearing that saffron cloth, Aruna Vasana. Right? Now again he's saying, Aruna Kamalayena Charana Yugala Dashana Kayena Dasha Tarapa Nirmala. And Aruna Kamala Yena Charana Yugala. So his two charan, Yugala means his two lotus feet, they were also like Aruna, like reddish lotus flowers. Dashanaka Yena Dasha Tarapana Nirpala. Nirmala means that they are without any mal, without any contamination. They were very, very shiny, very, very beautiful. What was shining? Dashanaka, his toenails, 10, Dasha means 10, Nakha, toenails. Dasha Tarpananir are like the 10 shiny mirrors. They were very shining. Nirmala means that mirror which is without any dust. It was shining. So the toenails are compared to the 10 shiny mirrors. That's how beautiful Mahaprabhu's lotus toenails were. Kona varajera kona rajara nandana jnana pai nyasi hai karaya brahmana. Kona varajera kona rajara nandana. Somebody was saying, no, he's looking like a king. He's saying that, no, he's looking like a son of a king. Jnana pai means he has attained a very nice spiritual knowledge. Nyasi hai, and now he has become a sannyasi. Karaya brahmana, and he is simply wandering around. So someone was saying, no, he's looking like a son, like a king. Somebody was saying, no, he's looking like a son's king, like a king's son, sorry, like a prince. He was looking like a prince. But anyhow, he was very, very advanced in spiritual knowledge, and now he has accepted the renounced order of life. He has become a sannyasi, and he is wandering around. So this is, remember, who was explaining? Yavana soldier, the constable is explaining this beauty to Nawab's Hussain Shah. Navanita haite o komala sarva anga tahate adbhuta suna achadera ranga. Navanita refers to butter. So Navanita hai o komala sarva anga. All the bodily limbs of Mahaprabhu were like softer, were like komal, were soft like butter. So they were very, very beautiful and soft like butter. Tahate adbhuta suna achadira ranga. And I heard about his glories, about his wonderful pastimes, that when he falls forcefully on the ground, achadera ranga, he would fall on the ground when he would dance in ecstasy. And I have heard about the wonder. What is the wonder of Mahaprabhu's falling down to the ground? So then he explains. Ekadanda padena padena achada shatashata pashana bhangeya tabhu angana ekashtashata. Ekadande means ekdanda means around half an hour. Within half an hour, he would fall on the ground. Padena achada, he would fall shata, hundreds of times. In half an hour, hundreds of times he will fall on the ground. So he was telling that here about the wonder. So what's the wonder? That in half an hour, Mahaprabhu will fall hundreds of times on the ground. And he would fall so forcefully, Pashana Bhangaya, that even if a stone fall on that ground, that stone will break into pieces. With that, how much force Mahaprabhu would dance and would fall on the ground repeatedly. But the wonder is, Tabhu Anga Nahishata, but Mahaprabhu didn't get even a single mark on his body. That's the beauty, that's the wonder of Mahaprabhu's dancing. Right? That's how we also sing, right? Jayati Jayati Nrityam Tasya Sarva Priyanam. That's how the beauty of Mahaprabhu's Nritya, that he is Sarva Priyanam. Everybody loves Mahaprabhu dancing. So Pashane Bhangya, even the stone will broke. If it is like within half hour, he falls to the ground hundreds of times so forcefully that even a stone would be broken. But there is not a single mark on his body. That's how Mahaprabhu was dancing. Nirantara sanyasira urdharoma vali pashe nara praye anga phula kamandali. Nirantara sannyasa sharira means on the body of that sannyasi, the hairs, urdha romavali means the rome, the hairs on his body would always stand on it, means he's always in ecstasy. And Pashenera Prai Ange Pulaka Mandali, and he then resembles like a jackfruit. So when the body, the hairs on his body will stand, then at that time he looks as if he's like a jackfruit. I don't know how many of you have seen that jackfruit. It's a very pricky when you touch the jackfruit, it's very pricky. So same here, he is saying that even Mahaprabhu, very, very beautiful, but when he was dancing in ecstasy, his hairs would stand on end and resembles like a jackfruit. Panasera pray anga pulaka mandali. Shane shane sannyasira hena kampahai sahasra jane odhari bare shakti nai. The sannyasi shana shana means every moment he would shiver. Hena kampahai. He would have shivering in his body. So these are all the symptoms of Ashtasattvika Vikar, the symptoms of ecstasy. Sahasra jane odhari bare shakti nai. And even that time when Mahaprabhu would shiver frequently, shana shana, at a moment after moment he would shiver, at that time even thousands of people will not be able to hold him. So they will not be able to control Mahaprabhu. That was the level of Mahaprabhu's ecstasy. दुई लोचनेरा जला अद्भुत दिखीते कथा नदी वहे हेना न पारी कहीते. Dui lochanera, from his eyes, 2 eyes, jala adbhuta dekhite. The tears would flow from his eyes, and it is so wonderful to see. From his eyes, the tears would flow. Kata nadi vahe. Nadi means the rivers will flow from his eyes. Hena na pari kahite, and I cannot explain it. I really cannot explain how the streams of water will flow from the eyes of Sriman Mahaprabhu in separation of Sri Krishna. That's how Mahaprabhu was getting all the sattvika vikars. He was getting kampan, he was getting tears in his eyes, his hairs on the body were standing, and he was jumping around, he was falling on the ground. So all these are symptoms of ecstasy. And that person said, I cannot describe how many streams are flowing from his eyes. Unlimited. Kata nadi vahe. Nadi beh rahi thi aankhon se. So that's how Mahaprabhu was weeping in ecstasy. Kakhanava sannyasira hena hasya haya atta atta dui prahare oshananaya. Sometimes that sannyasi continues laughing loudly for 6 hours without stop. The phrase shana naya means no end to the loud laughter. So sometimes he would cry, sometimes he would laugh. All these are the symptoms of ecstasy described by Srila Rupa Goswami in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. And of course, that Rupa Goswami also learned that Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the live person of the entire Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu that Rupa Goswami wrote. So all the Sattvika Vikars were there in Mahaprabhu. Kakana murchita hai shuniya kirtana. Sometimes he would fall, he would faint after hearing that kirtan. Sabha bhai pae kichu na thake chetana. And everybody will become fearful seeing that Mahaprabhu has fainted. And whenever they'll touch the body of Mahaprabhu, it looks like that there is no life. And they will become so fearful. But Mahaprabhu has gone into ecstasy. Sometimes he loses consciousness while listening to the kirtan. Everyone then become afraid because no shows or no sign of life. Because he shows no sign of life. Kichu na thake chetana, as if chetana hi nahi hai. Consciousness is not there. बहुत निरंतरे भले हरि नाम भोजन शयन आरा नहीं किछु काम. And then he would raise his arms and constantly chant the names of Hari. Bahutuli nirantara bale. Non-stop he was chanting Harinam. And bhojan, eating, shayana, sleeping, ara nahi kuchakam, means he doesn't want even to sleep, even to eat, because he was so much absorbed in chanting. And he says, Bhojana Shayana Ara Nahi Kichukam. He does nothing else, even while eating and sleeping also. He was chanting. So there are two ways we can understand. that if we just read the Bengali, it says Bhojana Shayarne Ara Nahi Kichu Kam, means he was was eating and sleeping, but he was nirantar, constantly chanting the holy name. Like Prabhupada Saraswati Thakur says that even while sleeping and chanting, he was chanting Harinam, he was chanting Krishna's name. चतुर्थी के थाकी लोका आईशे देखीते कहारा न लय चित्ता घरे ते यईते. People came from 4 directions. Chaturdike thaki loka aishik dakhite. Just to see Mahaprabhu, people were coming from all the directions. And after seeing him, no one desires to return home. Chitta gharite yaite. Nobody wants to go back home because they were also so absorbed seeing Mahaprabhu. काटा देखी आची अमी न्यासी योगी जानिए माता अद्भुत कभू नाही देखी शूनी. I have seen many sannyasis. So again, this constable, this Yavana soldier is telling Nawab Hussain Shah that I have seen many sannyasis, I have seen many yogis, I have seen many jnanis also. But I have never ever seen before or heard of anyone like Sriman Mahaprabhu. That's how beautiful Mahaprabhu was. कहिलाणा ए महाराजा तुम स्थाने देशा धन्य हैला ए पुरुषा आगामने. So he's telling, O king, O Maharaj, I can tell you, Toma Sthane, to your place, this personality has come. He has come to your kingdom, Dhanya Haila. So your kingdom has become Dhanya, has become fortunate by the Purusha Agame, by the presence of this Mahapurusha who has come to your kingdom. O Maharaj, I can tell you by the arrival of this personality that the whole kingdom has become glorious. ना खाया ना लाया करो ना करे संभासा सब निरवधि एका कीर्तन विलासा. Na khaya, he does not eat. Na laya karo, neither he is accepting any charity. He has not come, he is not wandering in expectation of some charity. So normally sannyasis, when they go, they accept charity. So he's saying this person, nalaya karo, he's not accepting any charity also. He's totally absorbed in Sankirtan, na kare sambhasa. And even he's not much talking also to each other, to other people. He's not talking. Sabe niravadhi. Niravadhi means without stopping, non-stop. Eka kirtana vilasa. He is totally engaged in doing Sankirtan. So he does not eat, he neither accept charity nor talk with others. His only engagement is always relishing Kirtana. So that is the beauty of Mahaprabhu. Last verse for today. Yadyapi yavana raja parama durbara katha shuni chitte bada haila chamatkara. Although the Yavana king was most ruthless, he has no eligibility at all. He was ruthless. But still, after hearing the glories of the beauty of Sriman Mahaprabhu, he was struck with wonder on hearing that description from one of his soldiers. Katha shuni chitta vada haila chamatkar. So he was struck with wonder when he heard the description of Sriman Mahaprabhu. Although the king was the most ruthless, he had no eligibility to understand the beauty of Mahaprabhu. But still, Mahaprabhu's beauty attracted even Nawab Hussain Shah, that he also got stuck with wonder on hearing the description. And then we will see that how the king summoned Keshava Khan and inquired him. And then Keshava Khan told about that, yes, he is Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he is on the preaching mission. Okay, so that we will see tomorrow. So we will stop here. So class was very short, but what I will do is these entire verses are the description of Mahaprabhu's beauty. That is being explained by the soldier to Nawab Hussain Shah. But our Sri Vrindavan Das Thakur wrote a very beautiful song. So we'll see that song. I can share my screen. That's the same, whatever glorification we heard. So basically, Sri Vrindavan Das Thakur has summarized that entire thing into this song. Janu Lambita Bahu Yugala. This is official name is Gaurangera Rupa. It is by Sri Vrindavan Das Thakur. The book is also Caitanya Bhagavat and the language is also Bengali. So we'll see this song and then we can end for today's session. Janu lambita bahu yugala kanakaputali deha arunambar shobhita kalevara upama deyabakaha Hasa Vimala Bayan Kamala Pina Hridaya Saje Unnata Gima Simha Jiniya Udara Vigraha Raje Charana Nakhara Hujur Shashadhara Kanaya Manjari Shohe Heri Dinamani Apana Nichai Rupe Jagamana Mohe Kali Yuge Ravatara Chaitanya Nitai Papa Pashanda Nahi Mane Shri Krishna Chaitanya Thakur Nityananda Vrindavan Dasa Gunagane Janu Lambita Bahu Jugala Kanakaputali Deha Arunayambar Shobhita Kalevara Upama Deyabakaha Janu Lambita Bahu Jugala. It's a very beautiful song. Whatever descriptions that we have read from Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat, Sri Vrindavan Das Thakur is also saying the same thing. Janu Lambita Bahu Yugala means his two arms were extending down through his knees. Kanaka Putali Deha, and he was looking like a wooden doll. Aruna Ambara Shobhita Kalevara. Kalevara means his body was adorned by the Vastra, but they are what colored? Aruna colored, means the saffron color. Upama Dehabakaha, what it's incomparable. The beauty is incomparable that I cannot compare the beauty of Mahaprabhu with anything. That's what Vrindavan Das Thakur is saying. Hasa Vimala Bayana Kamala. Hasa means his smile, and Vimala means, Mala means it's contamination, but Vimala means it is very, very pure, spotless smile. And Bayana Kamala, and that smile was spreading over around his lotus face. Pina Hridaya Saje means his chest was very, very broad. Pina means it was full, well formed, it was broad, and it was very well decorated. Unmata Gima Simha Jina, and and his chest was so lofty, so Unmata, very, very broad, very, very elevated, that even that was surpassing the beauty of lion. Gima Simha Janiya. So Gima means the mountain, means his chest was so broad and elevated like a mountain that it was surpassing even the beauty of a lion. Udara Vigara Raje, and his entire body was very, very manifesting in brilliance. That's how his body was. Like a Raja, like a king. Charana Nakara Ujaro Shashadhara. So his lotus nails, the charana, the nails, the foot nails, means his nails on his feet were ujjara, were shining, and they were shining so beautifully as if shashadhara, like full moon. So they were looking like a full moon, brightly shining like a full moon. Kanaya Manjari Shohe, and those nails means on the fingers, Mahaprabhu was wearing lot of golden bells. And Manjari refers to the bunch of cluster of those bells Mahaprabhu was wearing. Kanaya Manjari Shobhe, and on his means on his fingers and of course on his ankle, means entire foot was very well decorated by the ankle bells. Heri Dinamani Apanani Chai. It was so beautiful that even the Dinamani refers to the sun. The sun was also put to shame. He was subdued. So basically, the sun also lost all his pride, seeing the beauty of Shivan Mahaprabhu's just the footprints. Rupe Jagamana Mohe, and in this way, with his form, with his rupa, with his beauty, he was bewildering the entire world. Kali Yugera Avatara Chaitanya Nitai. So Vrindavan Das Thakur is saying this is Kali Yuga Avatar. Though they are Channa Avatar, they have not come openly, but they have come. They are the Kali Yuga Avatar. And this is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu. And when they come as Kali Yuga Avatar, Papa Pashanda Nahi Mane. They do not know who is sinful and who is without basically considering the eligibility of a person in front. Papa Pashanda Nahi Mane. They will not see whether this person is a sinful person, this person is a hypocrite person. No. But Shri Krishna Chaitanya Thakura Nityananda Vrindavana Dasa Gunagane. So Vrindavan Das Thakur is singing the glories of Shri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his revered spiritual master Nityananda Prabhu, who are simply in this Kali Yuga, have descended to give mercy to everyone, whether they are papis or they are pashandis. Mahaprabhu is not taking notice of any of that thing. Therefore, in Caitanya Bhagavat also we saw that they were saying, Vrindavan Das Thakur was saying that even though that Yavana was ruthless, had no eligibility, but still he was struck with wonder by seeing the beauty of Sriman Mahaprabhu. So what I will do is I request devotees, four devotees can read the translation of this entire song. Yes, Vinita Gandharvika Mataji, go ahead.
His arms extend to his knees, and he appears to be like a golden doll. His form is adorned with a cloth that has the color of the rising sun. His beauty is incomparable.
Thank you,
Mataji.
Vidya. Thank you, Brinda. Yes, Kripa Mai Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. His magnanimous form shines brightly with a beautiful smile radiating from his lotus-like face. His large and prominent chest and broad shoulders are even more majestic than a lion's. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you. Anybody else wants to read?
May I read, Mata?
Yes, Prahladananda Prabhu, please.
His toenails are brighter than full moon, and golden ankle bells adorn them. Seeing his exquisite beauty to be more brilliant than the sun, the entire world becomes enchanted. Haribol.
Thank you, Prabhu. Yes,
Can I read, Mataji?
Please go ahead, Mataji.
The incarnations of the age of Kali are Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu, without considering whether one is sinful or a miscreant. They distribute the mercy. Vrindavan Das Thakur sings the glory of these two personalities, his worshipable lords, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu. Hari Hari Bol Mataji.
Thank you, Parima Mataji. Okay, dear devotees, so thank you so much. We will stop here. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, वृंदावन ठाकुर की जय।
Jai.
Thank you.
Jai. Thank you so much, Mataji. Dandavad pranam.
Thank you, dear devotees. So we can end up, if there are no questions, no comments, we can end the call.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, Sunil, please go ahead.
Mataji, just I wanted to know, like, this Yavana constable, how was he was able to glorify Mahaprabhu? Like, he was Yavana, he must be sinful. He was able to describe so wonderfully. How is it possible?
How is it possible? This is what Vrindavan Das Thakur is saying. Papa pashanda nahi mane. Jispe Bhagwan mercy kar de. Like, if Krishna wants, he can give mercy to anybody. So he doesn't consider whether this person is a Yavana soldier or whosoever it is. If Krishna gives mercy, then person like a Yavana soldier can also glorify it so beautifully. So this is the causeless mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That's how we have to understand.
Yes, Mataji. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sakilpa. Even I was thinking that how glorious that soldier is, that how beautifully he is describing the beauty of Mahaprabhu, that Sri Vrindavan Das Thakur wrote the entire song on this. So yes, this is Mahaprabhu's causeless mercy.
Thank you for the very beautiful class, Mataji. It was so nice. The description, the description of Mahaprabhu's beauty is very meditative, very, very meditative. Thank you so much. And also for the beautiful class.
Thank you, Mataji. So these were the verses, more to relish than to more contemplate upon. We can seriously, because these are not something philosophy, it is the beauty of Mahaprabhu. So the more we relish, the more we will be closer to Mahaprabhu and understand him.
Dandapana Mataji. Haribol. So this reminds me of beauty of Lord Sri Krishna in Vrindavan. Venum Kwanantam Marvinda Dalayataksam Barhavatam Samsitambud Sundarangam Kandar Pukoti Kamaniya Vishesh Sobham. Also Prabhupada Maharaj many times refers this sloka. Smeram Bhangita Parichitam Sachi Vishinna Drashti. You know, the new gopi came to Vrindavan and she has not seen Lord Sri Krishna. The other gopi said, don't go to this Kesi where Lord Krishna is standing, Tribhang Lalitam, like that. So these are all the beauties of Lord Sri Krishna. Hope we will be able to have those duties darshan someday.
This reminds me, one of the Gopa, he got married and his wife Madhavi, she came as a daughter-in-law. And her mother-in-law told that no matter what, you are not going to see Krishna. You're not going to see Krishna, because if you will see Krishna, if you show your face to Krishna or you see Krishna's face, you will be lost. You will leave your husband and you'll go away. So make sure that you don't see Krishna. And Krishna was so mischievous that he specifically came to that gopi and said, you will not show your face to me? How can it be possible? And she said, no, my mother-in-law told that I should not see your face and I should not show my face to you. And then Krishna said, see, you will repent the whole life if you don't do it. But then she said, no, I don't want to see your face, because if I see your face, I'll lose everything. I'll leave my husband, I'll leave my house, and I don't want to do that. So some commentators actually say that Gopi came as Mirabai.
Wow.
Because she then repented that she has not seen Govinda, her Girdhar. So whole life she was calling her Girdhar Gopal.
Mere to Girdhar Gopal, dusro na
Mere to Girdhar Gopal, dusro na koi.
There is another story I heard.
Krishna warned her, see, you have to see me, otherwise you will repent The entire life you will repent, and you will feel like seeing me, and then I will not show my face to you.
There was another Gujarati Kathakar I heard that there was another gopi. She was told not to see Lord Sri Krishna. So what she did, she was hiding behind the closed door, and slightly she opened the doors so that she can see Lord Krishna coming back from forest. That's the time Lord Krishna, he drew one calf in such a way that it went and opened that door. These are some of the stories we hear, which are so kind of nice. Haribol Mata, thank you.
Krishna is very mysterious. Thank you, Praladhananda Prabhu. Okay, dear
Thank you,
devotees.
Mataji, for the beautiful class. Very grateful to you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So we'll end up here. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripasindhu bhayevacha patitanam bhavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, वृंदावन दास ठाकुर की जय, श्री चैतन्य भागवत की जय, all the assembled Vaishnavas की जय.
HG Kirtida Sundari Mataji ki jai. Thank you, Mataji.
की जय.
Thank you so much, Mataji.